Grand rising, grand arrival, grand return. Peace and blessings to the righteous and repentant alike. I am Sophia, Tayac of the AmaruKhan Miriyam, and this is our astrotarography sun sign Decan update. We are moving into a new Decan. I'm not sure this is going to be any better, but it is new. We are in Five of Swords energy now, and this is unwinnable, sneakiness, and defeat. This is an energy this is, of course, Scorpio energy. So I deal with a lot of Scorpio energy. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, especially in this first decan. I have a lot of stuff in the first decan. Actually, I think I have something in every decan of Scorpio. So, which is another like just crazy thing. So I deal with a lot of Scorpio energy. This energy is really, really weird because you have this guy. He's obviously won the battle. He's got 5 swords. Well, really 6 swords because it's 2, 3. What's 5? Yeah, it's 5 swords. He's got 5 swords. 2 are on the ground. Those 2 people, he done beat them so bad they're crying and walking away. He's holding 3 swords. He can't even pick up the other 2 swords that these guys just gave up and walk away. And of course, he's got a red hair. So this card always gives me the energy of like beating somebody so bad at something they just give up. Like they don't even want to like interact with you because like every time you do something you don't play fair, right? Like so think of like on the Chappelle show where he was doing the Prince thing and they were like, oh, we're gonna play basketball shirts versus the blouses, and Prince got so pissed off at that they beat the brakes off of Charlie Murphy and his little crew that he had with him. So that's the kind of energy this gives me. Like I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you and then I'm gonna gloat at the end. Game blouses. You know what I mean? So like that's what this energy is like. It's going to be very, very easy for you to be like, I beat the brakes off of these people. I won fair and square, but like it's not a fair battle because we have done this spiritual work and we have access to our spirit team, and so it's not a fair battle when you and your spirit team are going up against this one person or even this one entity. It's not a fair battle. And so like it's real easy to be like, oh, we won fair and square when obviously like that's not that's not true. I did not win nothing. It's my spirit team that did the heavy lifting. I am just here to collect what is mine. You know what I mean? That would be the more effective way to look at that. To behave yourself. But that's not how this card is read. Just by itself, the 5 of Swords is game blouses. Like, I beat you. I mean, not only I beat you so epically that, 30 years later, you're telling the story and it's being made into a skit on TV. Like, yeah, that's how bad Charlie Murphy got beat. Just think about that. 30 years later, he is telling that story on a TV show. That's how badly. And in 10 years since that show has aired, where I'm still talking about that story. That is a epic, like, beating. That's what this card, that's an epic beating, okay? You can transmute this energy with the 5 of Wands, which is strength, competition, and conflict. So I don't know exactly how that would play out. So instead of it being you're beating the brakes off of them and it's just an unfair battle, it's almost like bringing it down to somewhere that's fair. You're going to be playing on an even field, which means, oh, okay, this could be like, instead of you fighting at all, you're letting your spirit team do the fighting and you're not even in the picture. Because if you look at the 5 of Wands, there's not really a leader there. Like in the 5 of Swords, there's a leader and then there's 2 losers. But in the 5 of Wands, you can't really tell who the leader is. They're all kind of like just fighting. So that's basically what this would be like, letting your spirit team fight it out and you kind of staying out of it. This is really not about you. And this is related to the first decan of Taurus. Is that right? Yeah, the first decan of Taurus. So Taurus is all about the home and what's inside of you. that can come on the outside, basically. And so that would be like, could be like your spirit team or the angels, the angelic realm doing the battle. So that's the battle that should be going on, not on the outside. Remember, swords are cuts. They're final endings. Wands are correction. So you can let your spirit team do the correcting of the people. And you just stay out of it. It's not your job to correct people. Let their spirit correct them. Let their spirit team correct them. And you just stay out of it. A lot of the people right now have a lot of inner conflict that they have no idea what to do with because they don't know their own energy. They don't understand that the inner conflict really don't have nothing to do with them on the inside at all whatsoever. It's about, a lot of it is what's going on the outside of them. And again, what does that have to do with them on the inside? Nothing. And so if you just sit back and stay out of it, the people will take themselves out. You know what I mean? Like in this thing, he obviously took these guys out, right? The Five of Swords. But in the Five of Wands, you sit back, let them take themselves out. You just don't even have to get involved. People are fighting their inner demons right now. You really don't have to get involved. And you would do this through the lens of the 8th house in Taurus, which is make compromises, be flexible, and merge values. So again, if the person's like, I want to do, well, okay, that's fine with me. They have enough going on the inside of them with all of those entities that they have not gotten in check. See, because the thing is, remember, I've been saying since September, like September was the time for you to check your spirit team and make sure everybody was who they said they were. Now it's like too late. Like if you did not do the checks in September to clear your energy of what was not yours and what responsibilities didn't belong to you, trying to do it now is going to be impossible, because now is when you're supposed to be relying on your spirit team to make the moves that you can't make yourself. And you're supposed to be sitting back and enjoying all the holidays. That's literally what's supposed to be. That's what the holidays are. The holidays are the distraction for your physical body. It's giving your mind and your physical body something to work on, while your spirit team is handling business that needs to be handled that you don't need to be involved in. That's literally what it is. Like you do the hard work in the first half of the year on the outside, and you go through the initiation with that first decan of Libra, the 2 of Swords, and then you let them do the work from here on out. You let them make the cuts. You make the best corrections you can when you're in Wands energy. And if you're transmuting it, you're using Wands and Swords. Now you're supposed to just be making corrections, making things, rearranging things, not making no hard cuts. The spirit team is supposed to be making the hard cuts and removing who needs to be removed. You're not supposed to be doing that. And so I don't know how people are going to handle this energy, because a lot of people are just out of alignment. And, when I look at people and I'm like, you're out of alignment, they think that I'm like insulting them or something. But no, like the energy is saying one thing and you're doing something totally different than what the energy is saying. Like you're just out of alignment with the energy. Like I'm sorry you don't know how to read the energy. I've been working on it, learning it, and I'm a student of the energy. And so like, you could be a student of the energy too, but instead you're complaining to me that things are not working out. But the truth of the matter is you're out of alignment with the energy. And then when you tell somebody, hey, you're out of alignment with the energy, they get pissed at you. What do you mean I'm out of alignment with the energy? Well, I mean, you shouldn't be doing this right now. You probably should be doing something else. Especially in this energy. I mean, think about this time period. I do believe the election is in the 6 of Swords energy. Yeah, it's in the 6 of Swords energy, which is the next decan. So the election is not in this decan, but like, are people going to be compromising right now and coming together for the good of the country? Is that what you're going to see from the campaign both campaigns during this time? Watch and see. Because guess what? Whoever does make the compromises and flexible and merges the values is going to get the next decan. I mean, it's really about who is working with the energy and who's working against it. And I mean, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what it is. I didn't tell these people nothing. I'm making free videos that's available, accessible on the internet. I do not have no private contact with nobody except to tell them this, except what I'm putting out on the internet. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So I hope this is helpful. Of course, we'll be discussing this energy from day to day so we can get a handle on it. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you, and we'll see you in the next video.